What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review here on Action Industries. My name is Ben Bateman, and today I'm talking to you about a movie I can't even believe happened. A movie that I am so excited to be telling you guys about. If you had asked me 6 months ago, 3 months ago, what was the thing that was going to return Nicolas Cage to acting prominence in your mind? What would it be? I would not have told you it was a film from a debut director in which Nicolas Cage lives in the woods and searches for a stolen truffle pig, simply titled Pig. That's the movie. That's what we're talking about today, guys. This movie blew my mind. Now, if you're fans of Action Industries and what we do here, you might be big fans of Nick Cage too. As many of you know, I'm a huge fan. Drew and I love the guy. We celebrate his entire catalog. And this includes the good stuff and the bad stuff. We've done plenty of Nick Cage content on our various shows and podcasts over the years, but this movie, released by Neon, only really started getting on my radar about 6 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, there was a final trailer that got put out that had the internet abuzz, where Nick Cage, it looks all grizzled with his long hair, and he just looks like he lives in the woods. And in the trailer, you just hear him over and over again keep saying, I'm looking for my pig. I need to find my pig. That's the premise of the movie in the trailer. It seems like he's somebody who used to work in the restaurant industry in Portland. He now lives on the land in the woods, has a relationship to this kid, Alex Wolff. Well, I should say the kid that is played by Alex Wolff, who goes out there and meets him seemingly once a week to get truffles for local restaurants. The premise of the movie is that he has a prized truffle pig, and you meet him and the pig in the beginning of the film. He then has the pig stolen from him, and you don't know why, and he enlists the help of this young kid. He's a hotshot. He drives like a sweet car, Alex Wolff, who's been showing up in all kinds of stuff, by the way. Alex Wolff just showed up as one of the kids in Old. He's famously, of course, in Hereditary. He's in the Jumanji films. The kid's having a good career. He shows up in this movie, and it's probably the most I've enjoyed Alex Wolff, I would say. I really like this movie, and I think he was pretty phenomenal in the film. I think he's one of the best parts of the movie. But truly the thing that stands out, it's not the fact that this is a debut film written and directed by Michael Sarnoski. He had done shorts, he had done television. It's not the fact that this movie flies by at just around 90 minutes. It's the fact that Nick Cage turns in a performance that probably, if I'm being honest, is the best thing he's done in 20 years. I know that's an insane thing to say. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to say because Nick Cage, at one moment, was one of the finest actors we had. He was one of the people that we all looked at and respected as somebody who could always turn in great work if he wanted to. But he, around 2006, 2008, entered into a weird territory of straight-to-video films, a lot of strange choices. As he's admitted in interviews, some of his film choices that he's made the decision to do, driven by money, hasn't had a lot of critically supported films. And this movie, Pig, seems to be the first one. It has a crazy score on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody's been talking about how good the performance is by Cage, and specifically, there's a scene in a restaurant. I'm not going to exaggerate, guys. When I was watching this movie, it's a very quiet, very slow movie. The script moves quickly, but there's not a lot of set dressing, right? He's basically enlisted the help of this kid to help him find his truffle pig, and he mobs around Portland to try to find the pig. But there is one scene in particular where he goes to a restaurant and has a conversation with a chef that he used to know in the days before he lived off the grid. And it's the best scene from Nicolas Cage I've seen since adaptation. I enjoy Matchstick Men. Joe's a good movie. Bad Lieutenant, Port Call of New Orleans has some weird stuff in it. I really love Spider-Verse, but all of those have their sort of niche appeal. My jaw was actually dropped as I watched this scene. It was like everything we knew Nick Cage could do in the old days as an actor when he really wanted to go for it, but he's not going for it like this all the time. He's not doing that stuff. He's really quiet and he's locked in. He's delivering his lines in a way that you just can't stop staring. It's a beautiful performance. And this scene in particular is the best thing I've seen him do in 20 years. So if you want something to watch, I recommend it in a theater. I was so happy to get to see this in a theater. If you want to rent it when it's available, I don't think you lose as much of the experience as you would with a gigantic blockbuster, or Dune or something like that. But just a hats-off performance from Cage, from Alex Wolff, some of the supporting cast that I really enjoy as well. You've got a standout performance from Adam Arkin. Almost everybody who shows up in the film is really tremendous. They all kind of just turn in. Nina Belfort, they all just turn in performances that really stand out. And this movie, I think, is going to be well-reviewed and probably nominated for awards. I don't know how much attention really it will get. Mandy, I guess, is probably the other Nick Cage movie I'm missing when I just talk about this type of smaller film that was really well liked by those that liked it. But Mandy was a weird movie. It's like a cult hit, whereas this I think is pretty appealing and a pretty easy story to follow. You know, Cage at some point in the story lost his wife or girlfriend, someone very close to him, and that seems to have sort of driven him to give up on positivity and human existence on some level. You know, he just lives in the woods and wants to find his truffles, and that's just what he does. And he doesn't seem to have a lot of belief in getting much back when in giving. He sort of talks about that a lot throughout the movie, and he really owns that energy through the whole thing. So incredibly beautiful music. Great cinematography. I can't recommend this movie enough, honestly. And if you are a Cage fan, I think you'll really enjoy it. That's my quick review here for Pig. If you guys like what we do on the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Do you have a favorite Nick Cage movie? What is it? I think for me, it's probably gotta be The Rock. There's a lot in there that I really like, though, and this one definitely makes the top 10 best Nick Cage performances and maybe best Nick Cage movies of all time, which is a tough list to crack. The guy's been in a lot of really, really, really good stuff. So let me know, hit the thumbs up, and of course the notification bell if you guys want to know when we post new content, when we go live, all that type of good stuff. Otherwise, enjoy your Sunday, everybody. Thanks for watching this review of Pig, and we'll see you very soon on the next one.